all guys understand, and all girls actually can. A lot of girls can relate to it as well because they've been cheated on before. Anyone here been cheated on?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
See, 3 out of 4. The only one who hasn't been cheated on is the one in with her high school sweetheart.
Well, I don't know. I just think that like from my perspective, that whole thing of like, well, like it's my natural instinct. Like I think like the point from the last podcast was like, well, a woman's natural instinct is to go for the top G, like the alpha male, the man that has all the women after him, the man that's like desired by all. And then that man's instinct obviously is gonna be to like fuck as far as the eye can see anyone that he likes, he's gonna like get it on, right? So then therefore, like, yeah, like if you're a girl and you go with like your instinct of having like the top G, right? Then obviously don't get upset later when the top G stabs you in the back and does what the top G does, right? No one's gonna change anybody. Like you're not changing anybody here. You're not gonna be the one girl that's gonna make the top G become like a loyal man. Um, but at the same time, right? Like you can choose to go with your temptation. Like you're tempted to get this hot guy that every girl wants, or you can think with your head and go with the guy that like seems to be more aligned with like the values you're looking for. Now obviously like that's never going to be like perfect solution. People are tempted every day. There's temptation everywhere. Like if a guy goes out.
Have you ever tried to convince other women to sleep with these like nice guys?
Not nice guys. Don't think that I'm into the neck beards.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about guys who aren't, this like you're describing like a cartoon character alpha dude, right? Like typically like the more attractive a guy is to women, the more options he has, right? So like these are the guys that are going to be the least available to women. And if you try to explain this to women and tell them, hey, why don't you, date a guy that's a little less tall, he's a little less jacked, he's a little less rich, they're like, I don't know. Like they don't want to heed that advice, right?
They don't. And that's kind of like the issue. It's like obviously it's really difficult for the alpha guy to not go with his instinct to like screw every model that comes near him. And it's also very difficult for any girl that has any chances of getting with an alpha guy to not go with an alpha guy. It's just kind of like
and one of the issues a lot of women see is this top shelf man, he will take a woman seriously. Like he will provide for her, protect her. He might step out and do some, shit from time to time, but he's going to come home to her, give her a family, give her the house. But he has a lot of options, right? So the woman he's going to do that for is going to beat out all these other options. So like, if a woman's like, I don't want to cook, I don't want to stay home and take care of kids, like there's no shot, right? Because there's 10 other ones that want to do those things to get this guy, right? So this is like the problem that women bump into with these super attractive guys, right? These top shelf guys, is they can't compete with the other women, right? Or they don't want to do the work required to lock this man down.
Alina, I see you shaking your head.
Uh-oh.
I just feel like you're oversimplifying it when you say that they're not going to want that and that they have to have this like nuclear family.
Well, it's typically what men are looking for if they want to take a woman seriously over a long period of time is they want a woman to have a family with, right? Like otherwise, why not just be in situationships forever and have fun?
I mean, I guess, but having a life partner is attractive to some people.
Some.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, but
I think it's hard to keep a relationship without a greater purpose going for a long period of time, right? Like when you have children and you have a family with a woman or, you with a man, like this gives you a greater purpose that you can sacrifice for to get through the difficult times in the relationship, right? And I think it's really, really difficult to do that without that greater purpose. Like you guys are trying to build an empire, whatever it is, You know, like, this is not as important as the children that you made, that you're trying to raise properly and take care of and make sure they're safe, right? So I think, like, the more you go into more and more serious of a relationship, having a family with someone is the most serious, and is going to allow you to sacrifice, or allow you to be willing to sacrifice the most to make the relationship work, right?
You're not wrong in that aspect, but that's not personally, that's not what I'm looking for.
What are you looking for?
Not really sure at this point. I'm open to different options. I'm not by any means like a lifestyle person,
What does that mean?
like polyamorous, having multiple partners. I'm not out sleeping around, doing all this. I'm probably one of the prudest adult entertainers you've met.
We had a girl on like last week about. Gosh, sorry, this mic is annoying the hell out of me. We had a girl on last week whose whole thing was pushing ethical non-monogamy. She thinks that it's way better for people to be ethically non-monogamous.
Yeah, that's a good book if anyone's read it.
Okay, but what's your opinion? What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, of course. If you're going to, whatever you define your relationship as, I mean, like, be respectful of your partners, whether it's one partner or 20 partners, be safe. And Camille, when you were talking about maybe stepping back a few feet for some women and dating like the nice guy and not the what you're describing, like the top whatever percentile, I agree with that. And have kind of been going into lately, or very tired of the, what is that? Like the soft girl stuff, the like don't settle. I think it's very unrealistic and unattainable for most women. And it's just like a social media type thing.
Yeah, Lena, you date Joe Plumber, he'll be totally fine with everything you do and treat you like a princess.
I mean, he might cheat on you too, honestly.
Yeah. That was a big thing also last time. The guys that cheat aren't always the hottest guys. Like, I have seen people that are like, I mean, hard to look at, talking about, guess he cheated on me, and like cheating happening between people that are like, you know, not very good looking.
So here's a
cheating does
question
not
for the
discriminate.
ladies. The ladies that have been cheated on, all three except Camila, has a guy you've been with cheated on you with a woman less attractive than you?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yes, that's what I don't understand. I'm like, she was so fat. What the hell?
So why do you think that happens?
Oh my God. And the thing is,
wait. Has it ever been a woman who's more attractive than you?
no. Well, that's
Awesome.
my perception of beauty, though. That's my perception of beauty. Okay. I don't think I'm ugly, but I'm not the hottest girl in the room.
Mm-hmm.
But the other girl had like, plastic surgery left and right. I have no work done. And then the other girl that my first boyfriend in high school cheated on me with was my high school best friend at the time. And now when I see her photos, she looks old, wrinkly, whatever. I have no idea. Something happened to her and I just wish her the best, and that's it. But he taught me that man was not right for me. So I dipped and then I leveled up since then.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.